end of the day of the first day of 8-way competition actually.
Yeah.
And with a little bit delay, I am so happy and so proud, and I'm so thankful that SDC Rhythm XP, the new US 4-way open class champion and national team, take the time to join us for a little conversation. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I don't know where to start and where to stop. It's such a long story,
Yeah.
which came to a happy end. An incredible.
Well, not an end, I would say that.
Not over. Yeah,
Just
okay.
beginning.
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit back here actually now, so you're gonna talk to the camera,
Okay.
to the nice people out there who were actually.
Hello,
nice people.
And sun.
And let's just say it is 2006, and Arizona ESP lost the last time in history
Yeah.
before they came here to Hurricane XP this year. And SDC Rhythm XP is thinking of, let's do some 4-way, I guess, or
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was the end of 2006.
I made my first hit. So 2003.
a little louder please, so we make sure that it reaches the camera.
In 2006, I probably had 200 jumps. Yeah, I think the same. Probably close to that. I just graduated high school.
In fact, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm going to take that now a little bit closer, so I'm sure we're not losing
Okay.
the audience here, and then I'll move around a little bit, whoever is
Yeah.
speaking to the audience. So here they are, a little bit closer up now. So we just heard that Doug had 200 jumps, and what else was everybody doing? Doug and Andrew,
I made
you
my first jump in 2006, the end of 2006.
first jump at the end of 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And it was our first nationals, not together, but on different teams.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you had eventually successfully educated him as an AFF student, or how did that
no,
go?
I wasn't that. I had about 120 jumps when he started jumping. So,
Okay.
and then the following year, we both got on 4-way teams that went to nationals, and we competed in intermediate.
right.
And we
She
were
beat me.
hooked. I beat him. Yeah.
Significantly.
Yes. Yeah. And we were hooked, and we, after that nationals, Steve and I and Laurent agreed to be on a team together, and couldn't find anyone else, so we hired Chromie, and we started Rhythm, and with the goal of becoming the best team we could in the Midwest
In the Midwest, by then.
at that point
Okay.
in 2006. Yeah, and then over the next years we did that, and then in 2009, about 10 years ago, kind of set the sight on becoming a professional team and becoming the best in the US and the best in the world.
Dropping your careers, like
Yeah.
the MIT with you and Steve, and
Yeah. And
Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for for Andrew and Doug,
Yeah.
throw it all away. We just go skydiving
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I feel like I use it a lot in,
Yeah, I don't
in
think
my
that.
life.
I mean, I think that was a necessary part of the skydiving education.
Yeah,
Right? Like first
for
you get
sure.
a degree in some kind of engineering background,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you. I think you're close enough.
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then also in 2009 was when we went to SDC, and Rook kind of joined us in our vision and has believed in us the whole time, and been just an incredible sponsor, and as evidenced last night, he showed up in his plane.
Yeah, and you had to drag him onto the podium actually
Yeah.
to.
I don't think it took
I
much
don't
drag.
think-
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
very willingly came up there with us.
Yeah, he was following the scores, and as soon as he found out, he got in his caravan and flew here.
He and Heidi.
He and Heidi. He kicked all the jumpers off the plane, moved them over to the Otter, lowered the minimums on the Otter, flew here in 4 hours. We won at 1:30, and he was here at 5:15 for the award ceremony.
That is amazing. I didn't know. Usually he is hiding his emotions actually quite well. Usually, so that must have been very emotional for him. Then.
It was. It brought tears to my eyes, and it was incredible, and it only underscores the support that he's given us for the last 10 years. I was surprised to see him, but then also not surprised to see him because of how much I know he's believed in us and been behind us through the whole journey, through all the ups and downs, through all the changes, all the teammate changes, all the wins and losses and everything. He's been behind us the whole time, and it was really cool to see him and to have him up there with us and to get champagne directly into our eyes together.
Yeah, he's going up.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Did you let's hear from Andrew in this time. Did you when you came here? Did you feel, hope that you would really have a serious shot at the top spot this time?
Of course we hope so, and I do think we started performing better when we arrived here, which was about a week before the competition. Then we had even in the previous month or so of competition, and so maybe that was just everyone coming together with the anticipation, starting to perform better, and then of course when you see that, it becomes more realistic, and then even in competition, I think the competition pushed us even further, and we performed even better than that, which was our best ever.
And I guess the opening statement with that 41-pointer, which could have been a crucial score actually, if airspeed had tighter, was a pretty good start into the meet, I guess, at the right time. And let's introduce quickly our new videographer, the Elliot. You haven't been with the team the whole season. You came as an emergency, or what happened?
Well, they asked me at Summerfest if I wanted to fly with them at Nationals, and I had a week to train. I think 25 jumps. 25 jumps. Yeah. 25 jumps to train with them here at my home drop zone, and just decided to go for it.
Elliot is a true professional, and we have a great videographer in Justin Wageman, but he's just started this year, and as we didn't get nearly as many training jumps as we sort of had hoped beginning of the season, so with just a couple of hundred jumps of practice for him, it wasn't enough, So he'll do great, and he was doing great, and in fact he videoed another team and did great, but we felt like there was sort of enough on the line that we asked Elliot to, and Elliot was awesome. I mean, flawless. Totally flawless.
Hero.
Yeah.
25 jumps, and we're going to take you into a jump off to the side of the US team.
Yeah.
Super composed.
Amazing.
I might have looked composed. I did not feel composed.
I'm good.
No, you can't.
Got it.
No,
You had
awesome.
actually different plans how to get to Siberia. You were planning to film Phoenix, the home team, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then qualify in 4-way women.
Yeah, unfortunately, my wife had an accident in April and broke her leg, and wasn't quite ready to start jumping again before Nationals. So, unfortunately, pushed that off, which left me open to jump with these guys.
And you're still going to Tanai now, as you were planning to.
I hope so. We
Maybe.
haven't gotten that far
Oh,
yet.
we don't
We'll
know
see.
that yet. Okay, yeah. Okay, I take that back. So, who knows? And talking about injuries, we have another incredible story there actually, which is Mr. Doug over there, Doug Barron.
That's me.
That's you.
This guy.
And you have your own story of recovery and showing the desire and the strength and the will and whatever to come back from this terrible accident that you had.
Yeah. I didn't do it by myself. Obviously, these people were very influential in making me or helping me come back, and I don't know, just kind of did it. I don't know. I'm lucky to be here. I'm really fortunate. I'm glad that I get to do this with these people, and I would not be able to do it without the support of these people my family and the community in general. So I'm just grateful for that.
Yeah, and you could see the emotions and the happiness and all that yesterday, which all kind of came out there on the. I mean, it was an incredible situation when the whole thing on the screen. Nobody knew the scores. It was live judging, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So when that all happened, I've never seen so many. I mean, I've seen Craig Girard jumping up and down on the stage, and those kind of things. That was all great and amazing. But yesterday at the award ceremony, that was pure emotional, for everybody. Is that how you felt? And it all just kind of came out, more or less?
There's so much to it, honestly. I mean, you start with, for me personally, this has been a dream of mine for over 10 years. I've changed my life, quit my job, been through tons for this one goal. And then along the way, especially the last 2 years, as cliche as it sounds, like I've just learned to be really grateful for just the opportunity to do these jumps. And honestly, during the meet, the jumps themselves, I wasn't nervous about, because I was just so grateful to be here with, to be flying at the our goal, after Doug's accident, our goal was to get back to the level we were at in 2017, and it seemed very daunting to do that with him only jumping again the end of April, and we had a ton of other things going on with the 8-way and a lot of other stuff going on personally in all of our lives. Andy getting married and a ton of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just and only getting about 200 training jumps, it felt like, could we get back to that level? And then getting here, we proved to ourselves that we could. And I was just so grateful to be able to do jumps with this team that we got through so much. And the fact that it was also good enough to win was just, I don't want to understate it, because it's been a goal of mine for 10 years, but I don't know, tracking away from the jump off round, I just had this feeling that of course I hoped that it was enough, but it kind of didn't matter. I was just so grateful to be there, and it was such an awesome jump with these people that I love.
It almost sounds like you surprised yourself a little bit here, peak performing at the perfect time with the perfect timing.
I wasn't surprised. I expected us to do what we were doing. In the door, I knew if we just did what we did, it would be great, and it was great that it was. Yeah.
How does it feel in the door at round 1?
Oh, round 1?
Or before the door, let's say the last minute on jump run. What's going on there?
It is. That maybe. Well, round 11 was probably more stressful than round 1. Maybe round 10 too. I don't know. But round 1 is definitely, I think, feels bigger than sort of 2 through 9 at least, right? And but we've all done this quite a bit before, and even quite a bit together. And for me, I kind of lean back on knowing that we're good at round 1. We can look back at a history of doing a very strong performance in round 1. So you're in the door, and you can tell that to yourself confidently and with a history of it. That's truth, So then it's just about looking at each other and seeing that confidence in all of us, and knowing that it. So you go out the door, you set up, knowing you're going to do well. That's cool.
Are you talking to each other about this? Are you preparing yourself for the famous round 1? Or is it just a general preparation for them? Because everybody says, round 1, including Mark Kirkby, I had the pleasure to jump with him, and he said the same thing, round 1 is always the same, no matter what. You can have thousands and thousands of jumps, and competitions, round 1 is different than any other round.
Yeah.
So that's, you cannot
there's a different feeling on round 1. But just like Steve said, in the past we have historically done well on round 1, and yeah, this meeting, I just kind of look at everybody in the airplane. I just knew, like, we had full trust in each other, and it was awesome. Just so much confidence, and I just looked at everybody's eyes, and you could just tell that we were just gonna take it.
Yeah.
Just what everybody looked like.
That's a good strength to have, because again, round one was very helpful for you in many ways. So what now? What's going to happen from here on forward now?
Well, we've these guys are currently working on some 8-way.
Oh, Guy, you have
Yeah.
double duties coming up now. That's right. We didn't even talk about this
Well,
yet.
yeah, so they're trying to also win 8-way, which is incredible.
Hands up, who is involved in that? Okay.
You're doing it, right?
Oh, I'm doing
Yeah,
8-way,
yeah.
but I'm not on XP8.
Yeah. So everybody's doing 8-way, but
Yeah.
XP8, you know, Andrew and Steve
Elliot.
and Elliot.
That's an alternate.
If you know everybody goes to Tanai, you will do 4-way and 8-way.
And then we're going to do 16-way, and then we go to the World Cup, and then we get back to training. We got to sit and figure out schedules and things like that.
Oh, there will be a rematch in, this time on. That's funny. You were here kind of on home turf, more or less, if you can say so, and now it goes to Speed's home turf, who are probably eager for a rematch, I guess. And then after the World Cup, sitting down and drawing plans for
Yeah.
what's coming next
For sure.
next year,
Yeah.
which is the World Championship. The World Championship 2020 with US forward team SDC Rhythm XP for the US delegation. Does that kind of give you chills when you think about that?
Still kind of surreal.
I'm still processing. Yeah, for me a little bit, I'm honestly focusing on 8-way. You know, and then I'll give myself an opportunity to think about it more.
Yeah, that's how it sounds to me, kind of exactly. You know, you of 8-way, you thought, okay, well, we'll qualify for Tanai, but 4-way was, yeah, probably not so sure, or it is so. I don't think we. Somebody mentioned that, but I don't think the last time that there was a U.S. delegation at a World Championship with neither Golden Knights nor Arizona Airspeed in the U.S. delegation. When do you think was the last time when that happened?
No idea.
The last time neither were there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Has it ever happened?
4-way, 8-way. Yeah, it has happened. Not long. Go further back, even 1985.
85?
85.
Before
Not
I
over
was
yet.
born.
So you got 3 more rounds.
Got 3 more rounds.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Okay. So we shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. I take that all back. We talk about this later, or for now. For now, we're just gonna enjoy 8-ways over. So you have more stuff to do tomorrow. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
and good luck, and welcome to the U.S. delegation.
Thank you.
Thanks.